just motivate people to do better. I don't care if you got a hot dog stand. I don't care if you just selling T-shirts out the back of your trunk, selling CDs. As long as you're trying to be better for yourself and better for your family, like I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. You know. But you're gonna
Absolutely.
be all right. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all got that generator, so I already know the power good. Once you get that water line fixed, everything gonna
It's
be straight. Many blessings to your inspection with the health department or however y'all do it in Tennessee. I just want to say I love what you're doing and I really appreciate what you're doing because it takes a lot to step out on faith and just open up a business and try to do that. You gonna be all right though. Y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell y'all, woo, Lord have mercy. Mm, 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 mm. I receive that. I receive. I receive it. I receive it. Ooh, I
Please
receive
do. Please do. Please do.
taking my breath away. Ooh, Lord Jesus. It's
But,
refreshing when you have people that see something. See something in you. Oh my God, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. Y'all don't know me, just like you said, from a can of spray paint. And it just
mm-hmm.
make me feel good that I can bring joy to people. I can be an inspiration to people and to show people that, no matter where you come from, because I come from a small town, you can do it. Just don't give up.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
No, it could have tore us down because of the water pump, but we ain't let that discourage us. I said, sis, we got to keep moving. So,
Mm-hmm.
don't let me get to preaching on him, boy. Ooh, Lord.
Go ahead. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
I ain't gonna do it because I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna start crying. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh Lord, but yeah, I really enjoyed your live the other night. That was just I thought I was back in the club like I used to be. I ain't want to go either. I didn't want to leave it. I didn't want to leave either. You know how you be into the club? You be like, doing them. Just one more song, one more song.
One
You
more.
is
One more.
crazy. You crazy. But yeah, I
Man.
appreciate that. Oh my God, my heart is just wow. That's
Man.
wonderful.
So y'all got a timeline of when you get all your certifications and inspections done? Or
Really on us whenever we schedule the appointment, everything on us. So we
okay.
schedule the health inspection, we schedule the fire marshal, so it's on us.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay. So the ball on your court. It's just up to
yeah,
y'all.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I like
Okay.
that.
Okay. Well, I'm ready for y'all to make moves. I ain't trying to be a coach or nothing, but I'm ready for y'all to make moves. I'm
I
trying to
need
throw you
all
an
that
alley
from
oop. I'm trying to
me.
throw you a lob.
I need all the advice that I can get. Thank you for because I was gonna say, as a business owner, what kind of advice would you give me? And you already said it. If you want to say something else, let me know.
Whew, I got so much. It's so much I could say. Ah,
Speak it. We want to hear it. I'm a
okay.
newbie in the game. Go ahead and speak to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.
All
What
right, there's
you got?
gonna be times. There's gonna be times where things just ain't working for you.
Mm-hmm.
There's really gonna be times where things ain't gonna be working for you, and there's gonna be times where circumstances pop up beyond your control, and you feel like the devil's just gonna be working against you. I'm just here to let you know that the storm that business owners go through never lasts always. It never lasts forever. It never lasts forever. So you got to think of a backup plan. Hey, if this happens, what can I do to circumvent that? You get what I'm saying? And so
Absolutely.
you got to you got to plan accordingly. And I cannot stress this enough. Keep good records. Keep good records. Every expense. I think you got an LLC, but it's not an S corporation.
Okay.
When you file your taxes as an LLC, like you got it right now, they can
Mm-hmm.
tax you as a sole proprietor.
Okay.
So if they tax you as a sole proprietor, there's no pass through of expenses. You get what I'm saying? If you do it as an S corporation, you get that pass through loophole. So that way, every expense that you spend, let's say gas, payroll, talk to me. What else? What else? Vehicle maintenance, the miles you travel, everything. That's tax deductible for the S corporation.
Okay, okay.
And so if you if you do it if you do it as an S corporation, that's what I did. I did my entertainment company as an S corporation because they was taxing me as a sole proprietor because I was a single member, and
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't really, I couldn't really basically write off all my vehicle expenses because they was like, oh, this is just a side hustle for you. You're a sole proprietor. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Because even though I'm a even though I had a LLC, they were still taxing me as a sole proprietor. And so to break out of that sole proprietor nutshell, you can get you can get that S corporation status, and it's a pass through. So if anything happens to your business, let's say another pandemic arises and you really can't function as a business, that loss is not attributed to you and your sister's financial personal income. It's
Okay.
attributed to the business. So that way you can start another business with another name and basically start all over without hurting your personal credit. That makes
Okay.
sense?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I mean that's like a it's so many it's so many tax loopholes out here. You just have to research. You just have to research and research because I learned the hard way. I got fined almost $6,000 7,000 just for omitting a simple feature on my insurance claim. And so yeah, and so it was like trial and error. And so if I can help somebody else try to get rid of that, you get what I'm saying? Because us as people that look like us really don't really try to help us. You get what I'm saying?
And don't.
and so and so it's like more of a competition thing. It's more of a competition.
Right.
A treats by gifted. Yes, I do have a business account. I do have a business account. With my business account, I do have business credit through my company, and I'm not using my personal credit to get everything that I need for my business. It's a you need to build up your business credit. I'm glad you asked that. I'm not trying to take over your life. I'm
No,
really not.
talk, talk, talk.
Yeah, but you got to have business credit, and you got to separate your business credit from your personal credit because
Mhm.
your personal credit score ain't what your business credit score gonna be. And so what I mean by that is, say you in the food industry,
Mhm.
if you need napkins, plates, there's a company called Uline. If you get an account through them, you can
Okay.
just order like small stuff through them and keep ordering it. And let me ask you this: do you have a DUNS number?
Mhm.
You got a DUNS number, okay? You can go on the military basis. If there's any military bases around you,
Mhm.
you can submit a bid for a contract through SAMS.gov. That's SAMS.gov.
Mhm.
SAMS.gov will let you know everybody within your field that has a contract on that military installation. And let me tell you something about these military bases. They pay money, long money. They pay good money just for you to come out there and provide a service to them. Do you get what I'm saying? So have your paperwork in order. Have your paperwork in order. And it's so much. It's so much. I feel like I'm rambling right now because like I put it like this. It was a contract out for $1,700 just to bring a 4x4 stage out on a military base. 4 feet, 16 square feet, $1,700. That's just for somebody to stand on the podium and speak.
What?
That's that like look, they the government and all these military installations. Because I live in a military town. I live in a military town, and there's so much money to be had. There's so much money to be had. If you near a military base, Air Force base, Army base, Army post, whatever, there's so much money to be had. As long as you got your paperwork in order, because they want to see you got insurance,
Hmm.
you got a DUNS number, you got an invoice that you can send to them and say, hey, okay, the net terms for this invoice is going to be 30 days. The net terms for this invoice is going to be 14 days. They need to know that you know that language, that
Right.
accounting language. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that's where we as people that look like us fall behind because we see all the paperwork that's involved and be like, man, I could just go to the hood and just sell
Right.
plates. You know? But if you can be commercialized, and see, another thing is these exchanges, like these military exchanges, AFES, the MCCS, it used to be MWR, but all these places that have these commissaries and military marine marks and all this stuff, you can sell your product in that store. You can make a trade of your little vegan food. Not when I say little, I don't mean like little as in like taste, but you could smell a you could sell a small portion with a UPC barcode that's attributed to your DUNS number. You drop it off at that exchange. You set up a contract and say, hey, all right, if this product doesn't sell within 30 days, I'll credit you back your money. But if it does sell, I'll keep bringing it back to you. You get what I'm saying? It's it's so much that you can build with that food truck. Like it can grow from a food truck to a restaurant,
Oh
to
yeah.
a national brand, to a chain. You get what I'm saying? So always be looking to expand, but take heed to the work that it costs to make that happen. And so I don't know. Look, this just I could talk this all day. I could talk this all day.
I'm gonna go back and replay it.
Yeah, I can talk this all day. I can talk this all day because I looked online and I seen what all these companies were paying for just people to bring napkins and toiletries to an event. You know, just porta johns. You know, they paying top dollar for that type of stuff. And now that
Yeah.
the world is opening back up, like it's just, whew, it's so much money to be had for us. You just
Yeah.
when
The
you
time
tap
is now.
into that market, yeah, when you tap into that market, when you tap into that market and you tap into the right people that can guide you in the right places, it's just going to be your gains and your profits are going to be exponential. Like it's going to shoot up sky high. And I want that for everybody. I want that for everybody, but a lot of people don't listen. They shake their head and be like, okay, all right, but they don't follow through.
Mm-hmm.
That's like leading a horse to water. I can't make nobody take a sip. That's some good, refreshing spring alkaline water. All I can do is just, hey, tell them, hey, look, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's right. That's right. You got to tap into it.
Oh yeah, I heard about Tesla. Yeah. Yeah. He on point, Kingpin. Most of the people are entrepreneurs. Mostly everybody in here that rock with me are entrepreneurs. So y'all gonna see it here first. Your girl, Wise Girls LLC. We getting this knowledge in years, maybe months from now. We gonna take off, and y'all was here with me. So when I win, everybody gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
Straight like that. I feel it.
And
I
so,
feel it.
cause I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you my story. I'm gonna tell you my story how I started DJing. I was I started a non-profit organization, And my nonprofit organization was based on the sole presence that I was going to give scholarships to Eastern North Carolina high school students.
Mhm.
And so I thought to myself, I said, hey, how am I going to raise money for these kids? I said, okay, I'm gonna throw a team party here and there. I'm gonna pay a DJ. I'm gonna take the net proceeds from that. And so I started talking to the DJs, and I was like, they charging me seven $700 to $1,200 just a DJ for a team party that I'm not even making any money off of. That I'm trying to reciprocate back into the community. And
Right.
so I said, okay, you know what, bro? I appreciate you. I understand it takes a lot of money for you to, you know, come out here and DJ and everything. But I said, look, I'm an investor myself. I'm gonna teach myself how to DJ, and I'm
Mhm.
gonna take it from there, and I'm gonna start doing my own thing. And so I had my first event. My net proceeds from that event was $3,600 and some change, and
What?
I put that back into the community. I put that back into the community. And with that being said, it just keeps growing. It keeps growing. It keeps growing. It keeps growing. And who's that guy?
I,
NYT? Yeah, got like there's different types of nonprofit. My nonprofit, I have to pay taxes on it because I'm not 501c3 because it's such a small organization. It's just me, my wife, my mom, and a few of my cousins that actually run it. And so we don't have a board of directors because it's actually a I don't have a board of directors because it's under my family's name. And when I turn it over to a board of directors, it actually makes me lose control of the nonprofit. Like they can change the name, they could vote me out or move me away. So I said, look, I'd rather just pay these taxes because I'm not looking for a tax break. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not looking for a tax break. I'm looking to sow a seed within the community that I live in so that these kids can grow and be bountiful in their futures. And and after I started doing the first couple gigs and everything, I started getting weddings, I started getting club gigs, and the next thing I know, I'm one of the top DJs in the Eastern North Carolina. And so it's just been, I didn't start it for the money, I started for the love of the community. And I think that's the seed that I sown because they talk about mustard seed faith. I was smaller than a mustard seed. I was just like a small, tiny cell in the game, just trying to make something happen. And but yeah, that's just how I started DJing, and now look at me. I'm not saying I'm the best DJ in the world. I'm
you
not.
are the best.
I'm not even like I'm not getting these like prime time gigs, but I handle my business. I handle my paperwork. I hold myself accountable. I keep track of everything that I do, so that way, if anybody comes to me, like if the IRS comes at me, I'll be like, hey, all right, here's what I made. This is what I'm deducting from this. This is what I'm moving to this account. You know what I'm saying? And it's always a blessing to have great people in your corner. Great people. Great people in your corner. And I'm just happy. Like I want to let you know, you got me in your corner. You
I
got me
appreciate.
in your corner. You got me in your corner. Cause I was thinking about it. I said, man, let me find out when she popping up. Let me find out when she popping up. I'm gonna just pop up and I'm just come around the corner. Hey, what's up?
My heart, my heart gonna drop. Y'all come around, period. I ain't gonna know what to do with myself. I,
But I just want to let you know, hey, through it all, just keep going. And there's gonna be times when you feel like the people that are closest to you don't rock with you, don't want to support you, but you got to understand there's a collection, a body of people that's gonna see your food truck, see you and your sister food truck, and support it. Might not know you from a lick of grain, a lick of salt, but they gonna support you because of the good business and the good food. And what's gonna happen is they gonna tell somebody else. Be like, hey, I went to this I went to this dang on food truck. They sell that good food and it's healthy for you too. Oh, you might need to book them for your next event. So now you go from just popping up at businesses to being booked for businesses, corporate events, even weddings. Like depending on how many people you can serve. Like it's just I'm just thinking about all the
You see it. That's all that is. You see it. We do too.
like
Yeah, we
you got the vision and the dream for it. It's just going to when it comes to fruition, I'm not saying if, I'm saying when it comes to fruition, you're going to look back on this live and be like, Phoze is telling me something.
I'm taking it all in.
Man, yeah. Let me try to read some of these comments because I know I missed a lot because I was just talking.
They basically telling you to speak it, speak it.
But now this is what I do, and like I got a career day at the elementary school on April the 8th, and this school always books me to come and talk to their students because they just they told me they said, "Yo, why aren't you teaching at this school?" I said, "Man, I can't be a teacher. I can't be a teacher. I can't. I come out here, I show love, and I'll do all the things that I'll come out here and speak to the kids and empower them and everything. Like I don't have a problem with that, but I just can't be a teacher. I just can't be a teacher. Like it's it's not something that I would dedicate my life to. You know. Now mentoring, that's a whole different thing. I'll do that all day. I'll do that
Right.
all day. And so a few of the teachers they said, "Hey, I had a kid that was a problem in my class, but after he talked to you and you talked to him, I haven't really had any problems out of him. What did you say to him?" And I basically told the teacher, I said, "Look, I can speak in his language. You got to be able to speak in these kids' language
Absolutely.
because just like when we was coming up, our parents could tell us something, but somebody else can tell us the same thing and we gonna listen." Just
Mm-hmm.
because it came in a different tone. And yeah, so I think like, what's up, man?
Dad, can my friend help me with my homework?
You say what?
Can my friend help me with my homework?
Your friend help you? Why are you trying to get people in this house? I told you not having no company. I don't even know why you try to pull that. You been out there plotting.
No.
You been out there plotting.
No.
That's what you been out there plotting. No,
Girl.
because you went out there. You went out there and you said, "Hey, I'm gonna find out a way for you to get into the house." So no,
No, I didn't.
that's cool. That's cool. I'll help you with your homework. I'll help you with your homework. Bring it down here. I got you. You see how they do?
It ain't just yours, ours, all. Yeah.
They trying to get their friends to come in the house and they talking about, "Hey, can you help me with my homework?"
That's what
Really?
it is. Like
He tried it. He tried it.
so that woo, that was a good talk. That was some good talk, y'all. Woo. That was some good talk, y'all. I guess TikTok kick you out. TikTok, oh, okay. TikTok must have did that. Y'all know how TikTok do. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, you can get back in, whatever, whatever. We trying to get this knowledge. I'm gonna replay this thing back, girl.
I
What?
need you to send me the first half. Actually, I need all of it.
Well, I
At
don't
this
know how.
point, just post it. Just post it. At this point, just post it and tag him.
Yes, that was a great. He did something to my soul, sis. He
I
said, "You
heard the
finna
last
stop
half.
talking. Why? What you finna stop talking for?" I need look. Me too. I'm gonna make sure
Need
I
all of
replay
that.
out how I can send y'all because it gonna say the video too large. So I
You
gotta
can't
figure
do
out.
it like well we ain't close enough. It say airdrop. We ain't close enough for no airdrop on.
Oh yeah. Thank y'all for the follow, man. You did something to my soul, man.
Goodbye.
That man just
Listen,
did
I don't know
something.
what I
I don't
did,
know
but I'm
what I
being
did,
muted.
but I'm being muted. Huh? It seemed like when we spread positivity and we try to do something right, that what happened.
I was trying to ask him, did he have a business accountant? I said account.
Oh,
But I'm glad that he touched on that too. But I was trying to ask him about a business accountant. We do. All your messages are great. We see him now. What you was saying? Could we can see him now? Cause I want to open up business credit. That part, sis.
DJ Frost, she meant business accounting. I want to know about that too, about the accounting portion too. If you can tell us about that, you can get back in the box if you would like. No pressure. But these some jewels, man. These some gems, man. We need all this. I'm just starting off, and I know Krista is too, and we need that knowledge.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
never
That part.
stop you from talking when you speaking that knowledge. If you know, I never stop you from talking about that because we babies in this game, so we trying to learn.
All we can. We appreciate it. Especially when
Yeah,
folks, he said it was about the Duns number. What you asked about the Duns number, Cut? How to obtain one?
there
What
he
is
go.
it? Duns and Go
Duns
ahead,
and
look. I'm finna.
Bradstreet.
Yeah. Can y'all see me? I'm back. I'm back. Okay. All right.
Don't do what pit
Nah,
talk. We trying to get
I was
knowledge.
trying to tap the screen, but I had scrolled up and I said, "Oh man, I done scrolled off the live." But treats. I do have a business accountant, but he does not charge me for
Okay.
services because
Okay.
he's my frat brother, and he basically gives me guidance. And basically, what he does is he has his own accounting services, and since I'm his frat brother, I came through the same chapters, and we went through the same college together and everything. He does that as a favor to me. And so, what I can tell you about these CPAs and everything,
Yeah.
if you choose one,
Mm-hmm.
please see what type of accounts that they have managed prior to hiring them for services, because
Gotcha.
you don't want somebody that's green is the business. You want somebody that can give you them Trump loopholes. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm still learning. I'm still learning the loopholes of the tax write-offs. What you can get gain extra money on as far as just being in the business that you are. Like with the COVID pandemic, small business thrived off of the grants and the programs through the Small Business Association. It They gave out a lot of money to these small businesses
Yeah.
just to keep them stay afloat. And when you got that personal accountant, that CPA, they actually tell you basically how to keep your budget and your operational overhead in line with one and one. What I mean by operational overhead, that means, okay, you are operating a food truck, correct?
Mhm.
So you have so much money in this account. This account right here, say this account right here is my hand right here.
Mhm.
This hand right here is your expenses, your payroll, everything. You want to keep this on the decline. You want to keep this up. And so when you keep your operational overhead up, basically what you're doing is you're maximizing your profit. You're maximizing your profit. And so if you can maximize your profit, you can do that just by, you don't have to spend your own money to run a business. Because a lot of these entrepreneurs in here, a lot of these entrepreneurs everywhere are just spending somebody else's money but making money off of that. If you could
That
tap
part.
into somebody else's money and keep your business credit intact, keep your business credit up to par, because a lot of people think, oh, just because I got an LLC, hey, okay, I don't have to spend my money. But in the in the end game, if you don't have that S corporation status, you taxed as a sole proprietor, so it's just a side hustle for you. And so that's one of the most important lessons that my brother taught me. You know what I'm saying? And so it's so much that I can't put it in I can't put it in one live. I can't put it in one live. This is years. This is years of learning. This is years of learning, and just just if y'all don't take anything else from what I'm saying to y'all right now, just take this. There's somebody out there. There's an entity out there that's willing to help you. There's an agency out there that's willing to help you. You just have to tap in. That's all you have to do. You just have to tap in. But when you tap in, you got to come correct.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, like my lady right here, she got her hair done and everything. She got her hair done and everything. Look, looking good, glowing. But look, but when you went to that loctician, when you went to that loctician, I'm pretty sure you probably said, "Hold on, let me look and see what this loctician work look like. Let me see what this loctician has done in the past. Let me see what this loctician reviews are." You get what I'm saying?
My sister
They
does my.
see, shit, you already know. You had years.
Week. Week.
See, and see, like that's
Week.
the thing. That's the thing. And like, even if you in a new city, if you in a new city and you somewhere you looking for something to eat, you looking for good places to eat near me, or you googling something, you looking for reviews. You looking for reviews.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
When you looking for those reviews, basically you're asking somebody to market themselves to you. So when
Mm-hmm.
you owning a business, when you're an entrepreneur, you got to market yourself to these lenders. You got to market yourself to these people that's gonna grant you that money, grant you that business, grant you that service. You know, so it's like I said, it's just so much. Like I can't even, I can't even get into like it's just so much. It's just so much that I've learned. It's so much that I've learned, and a lot of it I just appreciate. I appreciate the people that invested in me. I appreciate the people that have um, took the time to mentor me with my business because that's what we need. We I don't know everything. I don't know everything,
Right.
but I know some things. Just like y'all might know something that I might not know. Y'all could
Mm-hmm.
put me onto some game that I might not even know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, like that's even different states. Different states have different laws,
Mm-hmm.
and I got jammed up when I went up to Virginia and DJ because I made over $800 for a gig, and I didn't report it to the state of Virginia. Even though I wasn't a resident of Virginia, I still had to report it to Virginia
Dang.
because
Right.
they are a commonwealth. They're not a state technically. They are a commonwealth, and they go by a whole different set of laws than North Carolina does. You know, and so like you're saying, when you dealing with the Commonwealth, there's a whole different set of laws you got to deal with. You just got to research. You just got to research.
Dang, that's crazy. So did they find you or what? What you had to do?
Did they find me? What?
Dang.
Not did they locate you, but she's saying what did they text you for you not reporting it?
They did. They did. They did. And but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It wasn't as bad as it could have been because I basically told them, I said, hey, my business is registered in North Carolina. I don't have it registered in Virginia. They was like, well, you wasn't even supposed to be operating up here then. I was like, ooh.
Well, damn.
But now I know. Now I know. I know better. I know better. And so there's a temporary license that you can get, and it'll just alleviate all that. It alleviate all the penalties and everything else like that. Because basically, what you're doing is through your insurance company. Once again, make sure you have insurance, good insurance. That way, if anybody eat anything and they try to sue you because they say, "Oh, they made my stomach hurt," you covered.
Yeah.
That's another thing. because they say, "Oh, they made my stomach hurt." You covered.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Um, but they saw that I had insurance. They saw that I was registered within North Carolina, and I had a good business record. I had good business credit, and my DUNS number was clear. I didn't have any Better Business Bureau hits or anything like that, and so they kind of gave me a slap on the hand, but that slap on the hand still hurt my pocket.
Different catering license
Per
per county.
uh,
Dang, per county.
I know if we go to Nashville, we have to go talk to the health inspector before we go to Nashville. Cause
Mm-hmm.
they like one thing that you got to have on your food truck. If you're going down there for a couple of days, but if you're going down there for a month, mm-mm, yeah,
Yeah.
do stuff like that too. They already told us, y'all going to a different county. Y'all got to tell us. You can't just go.
Mm-hmm. Because it's so many, and I hate to say it, but it feels like to me that they make these little laws, but us as black folks don't go to those city council meetings when they voting on these laws.
You're right.
We don't go to these city council meetings when they actually, making these provisions to the said protocols to operate within this city, operate within this district.
Mm-hmm.
We just sitting at home. We just going to vote, and we just an ignorant electorate. So that's what we got to stop doing. You got to, if you running a business, if you are running a business and you are an entrepreneur, you got to be in these city hall meetings. You got to go to these town meetings. You got to see what they trying to stop from happening. You got to see
Yeah,
what taxes they trying to impose for different things. Cause like
it's gonna affect us.
even in my city, they had a brick and mortar bylaw that says no food trucks can operate within the city limits. No food trucks can operate within the city limits. They got to operate outside the limits because basically what they're doing is they're taking away from the brick and mortar restaurants in the city, which they weren't, because the brick and mortar restaurants wasn't selling what the food trucks were selling.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, like if you really really want to prosper, please stay informed in the community. Stay informed in the community. When they give you an opportunity to speak at them city hall meetings, them town hall meetings, go in there and
Right.
say your piece. Go in there and say your piece, because everything that you say in there is going to be documented.
Right. I got you.
Tell him I'm on live. Tell him log in.
She said she on live and she said log in to TikTok.
They do makeup thoughts in Canada. They do them laws here, but they don't really let it known to anyone. So they be getting everyone in them laws where I live. She in Canada.
Yeah, see, make up thoughts. You got to actually, you got to be proactive. You got to be proactive. You just got to sit in there. And so when they talk about they want to propose this legislation for this particular district, wherever you live, you got to fight that. I'm not saying physically fight it, but you got to be in there and be like, hey, no, this isn't right. You can't do this, because I'm gonna tell you, case in point, this isn't really dealing with business. It's dealing with them gerrymandering our districts so that all the black kids in the hood go to one school
Mm-hmm.
and all the suburban kids go to another school. And so we had to fight for that. We had to go in that we had to go into them town halls meetings and say, hey, you join these districts. The districts don't make sense. The district's supposed to be equal. They got a whole district spanning through the whole county like a thin line through all the hoods, and to make it so bad, like say they got a hood right here and they got a hood right here. They all in the same district for the same school, but you see where my hands at? Where my
Mm-hmm.
face is? Where my face is, that's where the suburbs at. You get what I'm trying to say? And so they try to do it like that. And and we stood up for the community, and we got that down. We fought for that.